What's going on? I got this so I got 8 posts here, like posts in the ground. They're not in super deep, but they're in deep enough that you can stand on them. I mean, they shift a little bit, but like especially this one because the boards weren't cut weird, so I had to put it in offset, and it makes it really twisty and wobbly. But what I noticed on a second-hand note, just like I was showing in my long-range pimping video about how you can mark the ground, like basically you can count your steps or you can mark your steps. There's a lot of different markings you can do, and this is a practice like from trail blazing. Basically, you want to leave a mark so in case you get lost, you can find your back to some recognizable point. So same thing with this. On a second note, if you come out here at morning, you can see where the shadow points. So it doesn't matter where you go on the planet in morning time, depending on which season it is, the sun should be in the same spot. So then you would go out at noon and you'd look at the thing, and the way you'd mark it, you'd take some sticks, like let's say for winter you'd put some kind of white on it. In summer you'd put, let's say, green. Fall could be red. Spring, yellow. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So you know the season. Once you pay attention, it's not nothing you can learn in a day. I mean, you could almost if you knew it right, but it's something you'd learn over time. You know what I'm saying? But once you have it in your knowledge banks, the seasons and which way the directions of the sun is, it doesn't matter where you're at. You'll never really be lost as far as your orientation to the directions. And this is the day art of finding your direction by just using the sun, basically, or the sky. Same thing, like the moss grows on the side of the tree that gets the least amount of sunshine, I think. At nighttime, likewise, like this, you can't use these same skills. But you can look at the constellations, and then you got the constants in the sky is the moon, and then you also have the North Star. So I'm not exactly sure. I don't have my night bearings as good down as I do from this, and I learned it just by accident. By for one, marking my spots. You know what I'm saying? And then I made my close your eyes trail game by making things that you step on that become familiarized with, so you can know which way to go by giving yourself clues, basically, which goes back to the trail art, hunter art, and this finding your direction by your orientation to the sun. And when I had the 8 bricks set up, I was like, man, that reminds me a lot of like a clock. And then I would just happen over time after, a few seasons went by, I was like, wow, you just notice it. The same thing with when you do your circle walking, it's like it's like you're walking in a circle, so you're seeing your environment over and over and over, and it's constantly spinning, or the angles are changing. Then you go in the opposite direction, and then you notice, like, look, see how the grass is long there, but here it's all matted down? It's basically circular right there. Well, that's because that's where I do a lot of my stuff is in this area, because it's the most flattest area in the yard, because this yard kind of has it's kind of on a mound, a hill. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. That's the flattest area in that area. That one right there borders a hill, but the far one, is at the low point. This one's at the highest point. That's the medium point. You know what I'm saying? It's like my jumping area. Look, my jumping area is right there. That's like a small circular, squarish zone with high, medium, and low. And then I got the big circle here, so I can just circulate through my little area. And I got that bam, 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 bam. Then I got the punching tree. Then back over to the area. Then right here, you got the thing going up, the wall kung fu spot. I did have the thing